Hello dear friends, Primary 4. I'm Miss Sadie. Today we'll talk about the past simple tense. Meaning and use. When do we use the simple past tense? We use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. As I say, I watched TV yesterday. This action begins and ends yesterday in the past. What are some common time expressions used with the past tense? Yesterday, last month, last year, last week, ago. You can say 3 days ago or 5 years ago, etc. In 1980. The past simple has two types of verbs: regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs are verbs that in the past end with d or ed or ied. Examples: walk, walked, study, studied, play, played, live, lived. Here, the verb ends with y before it a consonant, so we change y to ied. But here, play ends with y before it a vowel, so we don't change y, we put ed. Live, the verb ends with e, so we put just d or only d. Irregular verbs are verbs that in the past don't end with d or ed or ied. Which of these verbs are regular? Which ones are irregular? Let's see. Teach, taught, walk, walked, study, studied, give, gave, is, was, cry, cried, live, lived, do, did. Teach, taught, irregular verb, walk, walked, regular, study, studied, regular, give, gave, irregular, is, was, irregular, cry, cried, irregular verb, live, lived, regular, do, did, irregular verb. Positive statements with regular verbs. When we want to say something in the past simple using a regular verb, we add an ed or just d or ied. Examples: we worked, I worked, he worked, you worked, she worked, they worked. Negative statements with regular verbs. When we want to say a negative statement using the past simple, we use the helping verb to do. Examples: in present simple, we use do not or does not, or don't or doesn't. I do not like the book. In past simple, we use did not or didn't. I did not like the book. Negative statements with regular verbs. Did not plus verb or didn't plus verb. Notice here the verb infinitive. What is infinitive means? Verb without d or ed or ied. Examples: yesterday he didn't clean his room. Didn't plus infinitive. They didn't work. She didn't drink. Notice here work and drink infinitive. Verbs without d or ed or ied. Asking yes or no questions. When we ask yes or no questions using the past simple, we put verb to do in the past helping verb first. Let's see. Did plus subject. Subject, it's I, we, you, they, he, she, it, plus verb infinitive. Example, did you finish your homework? Here did the helping verb, you subject, finish infinitive, and your work the complement of the question. Answering yes or no questions. When we answer a yes or no questions, we have two options, yes or no. So, did you finish your homework? Here in this picture, yes, I did. And the second picture, no, I didn't. Regular verbs form. Let's see some examples. Affirmative form. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Some examples. Worked in the garden yesterday. Danced at the party last night. Carried the heavy packs. Played tennis last weekend. Here in carried, the verb carry in infinitive form ends with y before it a consonant r, so we change y to ied. But here in play, before y a vowel, so we don't change y, we put ed only. Negative form. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Didn't play tennis last weekend. Didn't clean the windows. Notice here after didn't, infinitive. Didn't play, didn't clean. And as we said, infinitive, verbs without d or ed or ied. Question form. As we know, yes or no questions, maybe yes, maybe no. So here we put the helping verb did at first, and I, you, he, she, it, Rosie, we, you, they, the girls. All of these works, okay? Plus the verb infinitive play and the complement tennis. So we can say, did you play tennis? Did Rosie play tennis? Did they play tennis? Did the girls play tennis? And the answer may be yes, maybe no. So I can say, yes, you did. Yes, I did. Yes, he did. Yes, she did. Yes, you did. Yes, we did. Yes, they did. Notice here, you, did you, becomes yes, I. You turns to I, okay? Question form. Negative. No. The answer no. Did you play tennis? Did Rosie play tennis? Did we play tennis? Did they play tennis? The answer here no. And as we said, no you didn't, no I didn't, no he didn't, no she didn't, no you didn't, no we didn't, no they didn't. WH questions. We put at first WH word plus did plus subject plus verb. Let's see our examples. When did he leave? Where did she go? What did you study yesterday? Why did we cry? Let's check our understanding and answer these questions. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. I did or played has the violin yesterday. So the violin here, so we will choose I played the violin yesterday. Number 2. What did you watch? Watches, watch it, at the cinema last night. Notice here did, and as we said after did infinitive, so we will choose watch. Number 3, they don't, they didn't, they doesn't visit the zoo last Friday. Primary 4, please notice last Friday, so we will choose didn't. Excellent, super excellent, primary 4. Number 4, we cleaned the house. Now, yesterday, always. Sure, the answer is yesterday. Number 5, did or do or does Sally visit her aunt last weekend? Last weekend and Sally, so we will choose did. Did Sally visit her aunt last weekend? Super excellent, primary 4. Thank you so much.